Hey, Mark here. I just want to give you a quick heads up. We had some technical difficulties while recording on Skype, which affected the sound a little bit. But as always, this is a very fun podcast about eight-legged freaks. You're going to love it. We talk about John Travolta a lot, which is very random. But just know that we care a lot about the sound quality. We just had some issues here, and I wanted to give you a heads up so you didn't think we were some ramshackle unit who just unleash poor sound on their podcast. So enjoy the pod. Enjoy the John Travolta talks. We'll see you later. Welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man who thought he was going to watch Arachnophobia when he put in Eight-Legged Freaks and was pleasantly surprised. It's David Cross.
What's going on?
I love it. I love that this happened.
Yeah. So it was a big shock to me. Imagine sitting down and you're like, I'm going to see John Goodman kill some spiders, and I'm like, it's David Arquette killing spiders instead.
and Scarlett Johansson. How surprised were you to see that?
I'm incredibly surprised. I kind of forgot she had a career before the Marvel universe. I'd say that jokingly. But she did have her standard Black Widow look in this movie, if you paid attention. It's when the camera zooms in on her and she just like kind of moves her head to the side and like does a little bit of pouty lip. And I was like, you're going to carry that forward for 15 years and be a mega star because of it.
She's awesome, man. Lost in Translation.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. She was the girl with the pearl earring. She's really good in that.
The other Bolin girl. She was in a Travolta picture that I don't remember.
I can't remember any of the mid-2000 Travolta pictures. I don't know if I want to.
It was like one of those in the Bayou, and she was in it. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, there's only like 4 Travolta movies you really need to know, right? Like Grease, Battlefield Earth.
The Killing Season.
Swordfish, Face Off.
Oh, goodness. All right. So if you had to go John Travolta in 4 pictures, right?
Yeah.
What Grease, Saturday Night Fever, Pulp Fiction, and Battlefield Earth?
Yeah, you have to do Battlefield Earth because it's such an iconic bad movie, and he's a major part of it. It's like, I know there's other movies he's great in them in, but that's one, like, even if he's bad, it's warped discussion of cinema, so you have to include it.
Who would be the alternate?
The alternate for him?
Yeah. I mean, there's what? Oh, goodness. There's Face Off. Get Shorty was a really big picture.
Yeah, Michael.
Oh, gosh. Phenomenon.
Phenomenon's actually, I think I like Phenomenon.
Is that the one where Kara Sedgwick shaves him?
I think so. Yeah. And he collects all the chairs.
Yeah. And Forrest Whitaker's in it.
Yeah. Welcome to the John Travolta podcast.
Hey. Oh.
Going to eat my 2 slices of pizza stacked on top of each other.
Hey, wait, is that Phenomenon?
No, that's Saturday Night Fever.
Oh, goodness gracious. I can't believe I forgot. I show that to my students about how to do establishing shots, just the way he travels through New York to get to where he's going.
I thought you were going to tie that back into the pizza because it's like, look at this madman eating 2 slices of pizza on top of each other. What does it say about this guy? He's willing to break convention.
I mean, he's got to save time.
I guess. It's such a sad way to eat pizza.
Yeah. I fold it.
Yeah. Let me unless I'm in Chicago and then I throw it.
My wife is in Chicago right now. She's staying away from the what Rosati's, the super thick Chicago crust.
Yeah, I dig Chicago pizza, but it's really like a lasagna to me. It's not. I don't really think of it as a pizza.
Yeah, you gotta you when you order it, you gotta do like a personal pan.
If that, it's like 2 slices. I'm like, oh, I'm good. My 5-inch slice of pizza, I'm okay.
Then go get some nice pastries. Oh man, I used to work in Chicago a lot. I miss it. But speaking of Chicago. Wait, no, I was going to, so, speaking of Chicago, which starred John C. Reilly, right? And then John C. Reilly was with Amy Adams in Talladega Nights, and Amy Adams was in with Scarlett Johansson, Eight-Legged Freaks.
That Honestly, that's really impressive. I did not think you were gonna make that when you started.
I used to keep myself busy doing that. When I was a bouncer and doing other jobs and I was just bored, I would just think things like, hey, 10 John Leguizamo movies right now. And so I'm watching people at a hardcore show punch each other while in my head I'm like, man, what's the 10th Leguizamo movie?
Remember when he got killed in Gamer?
Yeah. I hate his side. I don't like side bit Leguizamo. I miss full role Leguizamo.
I mean, Leguizamo, when we started talking about him, immediately I thought about he got screwed out of John Wick 3.
Yeah, that was
like,
lame.
where is he? Where is he?
He should have given him his car.
Yeah. Sorry, spoiler, guys. Not a big spoiler, little spoiler.
Yeah. But this movie, you had never watched Eight-Legged Freaks, correct?
Not that I know of. Like, I could have very well watched it and completely forgotten about it, but I don't think I'd ever seen this movie before I watched it this week.
Wow. And now, okay, I just want to do something real quick. So my favorite part of this movie after watching it again are the spiders. And I listened to the commentary. It was a lot of fun. They kind of talked about the various spiders. But tell me your 5 favorite spiders from this movie.
Okay. So before we get this, I'm going to preface it saying, like, despite this being from 2002, the graphics are pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I was blown away. I was like, oh, I thought this would look a lot worse. All right. But here are my 5 favorite spiders starting at number 5. Bedroom spider. I believe that's Consuela climbing into Scarlett Johansson's bedroom. Because I thought it was so creepy how the spider went over the stuffed animals. Number 4, Consuela again, when she gets sprayed in the face with perfume. I thought that was really funny and a good callback.
Yep.
Cut in the leg spiders. So after the sheriff rolls under the perforated, I don't know,
like
gate.
Mall gate.
He manages to cut all their legs off, and I was like, this is way too good to be in this movie. Like, this is such an awesome concept.
Yeah, that's a fun scene.
Number 2, deer spider jumps in and bites the stuffed deer in the diner. So funny.
It bites and then it spits.
Yeah. It's like, oh well, this is clearly like a refined deer or a refined spider. Like, it knows this venison is just rotten. And number 1 spider, probably my favorite part of this entire movie, is the spider who gets kicked. The biker jumps over something and kicks it in air. I lost my shit when I saw that.
That was awesome, wasn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Do you have 5 spiders?
Oh, yeah, I do. So my number 4 is the tent spider. So there's a scene in the mall where one of the barbers is going around and there's a spider in a tent that keeps walking the tent, and then the guy turns around, the spider drops and the tent's closer to him. And then the guy walks away and the tent moves closer, and then it spins around and the spider kills him. That's a cheeky spider right there. That spider knew what was going on. I loved it. Number 4 is Number 4 is the deer spider who just, you already talked about it, but he jumps in, munches some stuff off the animal, then spits it out. What do you call it? The head is on the wall. Yeah, taxidermied animal. My number 3 is the happy spider. When the town is getting attacked and the spiders are just killing people, there's a spider that can be seen on a car just jumping up and down with excitement. It's amazing.
That's so good.
Yeah, on the commentary, they showed him, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then number 2 is the let's go spider. So when all the spiders are attacking the mall, there's a spider that gets up on this little gate in front of the mall and just starts doing this, let's go. He starts throwing one of his 8 legs, like, motioning, telling people to charge the mall. So I call him he or she the let's go spider. And my last one is the faceplant spider.
Oh God.
So there's a scene where David Arquette zip lines down, because it like slides down a line with his jacket, then dives through a air conditioning grate. And this spider tries to follow him, but the spider just face plants. But the best part about it is as David Arquette is going down on this rope, he's going, ah! And there's a spider behind him going, ah! And then it jumps and thwumps into this wall and goes, ugh! And so my number 1 is the faceplant spider.
I think we missed one for an honorable mention. That's the spider who jumps into the glass and also faceplants.
I love that. Yeah, it's the diner, right? And just
yeah.
And then there's another one that gets shot and it goes, and then it just slides. It goes, and also, I love the scene where they're looking at this spider and they're wondering if it's dead, and David Arquette just steps on it and goes, and he goes, yeah, it's dead. So that's how you figure out that a spider is dead, is you just step on it and listen to squishy noises.
But I can't think of a better plan.
But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know, I didn't remember him having so much personality, and I just loved it.
Yeah, I remember this as a different movie. So I was pleasantly surprised.
Hey, where's Jeff Daniels?
That's right, Jeff Daniels. I did have a revelation for this though. Okay, so we talked about this offline, but I realized that I truly love B movies. Like so this movie is like an homage to B movies. And those are like the movies that were shown after an A-list movie back in the 30s and maybe today when there's like double features. But I realized like watching this, I was like, oh no, I just straight love B movies and I want to watch as many B movies as I can find.
Yeah. No, this is a good B movie, right? It's a fun B movie.
Yeah, and I think it nails the homage. It doesn't go too far over. It's like you can tell that this is a B movie on purpose. I mean, I guess this is like Sharknado before Sharknado came out, right?
Oh wait, do you think so? Look, isn't Sharknado like really tongue in cheek? This one actually tries to have a plot.
I don't know. I mean, it feels like this movie was like paying homage to it, and then the Sci-Fi Channel was like, oh, we're gonna lean into all these cheesy B movies that used to the cheesy sci-fi movies, and except we're not doing it as well. Yeah. And that's good or bad, honestly. Like sometimes like these movies that like Sci-Fi makes, like Raging Cajun Redneck Alligators, is like hilarious, or there's some of them that are really really bad.
Yep.
I have something for you because I found out that I love B movies. I think I already kind of knew it, but like I think this movie cemented it. I looked up what's considered the 5 best B movies according to Paste magazines. They had a list of 100, and I'm going to run through the top 5, and I want you to tell me what you think of these. Number 5, Troll 2.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, amazing.
Because the director made it to be good. He wanted to make a good movie, and then it turned out terrible.
Yeah. That's it's a movie about being a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Number 4, Samurai Cop.
I've never seen Samurai Cop.
I haven't either. That's the one. I think that's like there's 2 on this list I haven't seen, and Samurai Cop is one of them.
Sounds like fun.
Number 3, Birdemic.
Yeah, because once again,
Birdemic.
That guy wanted to make a good movie.
Yeah. This is actually a shock. I think it's gonna blow your mind. Number 2, The Room.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. I was surprised it's not number 1. I thought that would be the number 1 B movie.
I got to hear this. They're being controversial here.
They are. They're very controversial. Number 1, Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
That is the one where, that's the one with the rocket launchers, right?
That's the other one I haven't seen. So I haven't seen Samurai Cop or Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
That's the one with the ladies, right? And then they have rocket launchers and they're blowing up helicopters and they're right. That's what that is, correct? I think you can stream that movie somewhere.
All right. I'm gonna read what IMDb says, just so we can be 100% sure, because we could confuse it with like Hard Ticket to Miami.
Yeah.
All right. In Molokia, 2 undercover drug enforcement agents are after a vicious drug kingpin, but on the way they will also have to deal with containing a giant python.
Yeah, I've heard. I think How Did This Get Made did an episode about it, and then I went and watched clips for it, and I'm like, what is this movie? So it's it's just an arbitrary list, but that Hard Ticket to Hawaii, I think they purposely made it super cheesy. So I would never include that in my list. I don't think movies that are purposely hokey should be considered the best B movies. Does that make sense?
It does, because for me, I feel like a B movie is something where everyone is earnest about what they're creating and they're just not good at their job.
Yeah, I don't want any winking at the camera.
Yeah, you want it serious. You're like I tried to make a drama, and I ended up with, oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah, I have a house in San Francisco, but I want green screen instead.
There is one more point I had to make about this list.
Yeah.
I was very, very happy to discover that this movie was on it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Comes in at number 46. That is Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh yeah, good movie.
I own that movie on Blu-ray. I absolutely love it. I have an enamel pin on my work backpack that has one of the clowns from it. And I have such fond memories of this movie. It's like one of the movies that really turned me on to cheap B horror. And I can't forget it. I used to go to the pool when I was in grade school in the summer and come back, and USA had it on rerun during the middle of the day, and I would watch it like 3 times a week. I love that movie.
Did you recognize anything familiar in Ernest Scared Stupid?
I did not. Do you have is there something that catches over?
Well, some of those clowns are used as some of the trolls in the movie.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, blew your mind right there.
You did. You really did.
No, this movie, oh, sorry, go for it. I interrupted.
No, go ahead.
Oh, no, but this movie, Eight-Legged Freaks, like this had Roland Emmerich and Dean Devlin behind it. They had some big names on it. So this is totally like a B movie, but it knows it's a B movie, but it tells a straight story, but has fun with it. What genre? Like, is this a creature feature? What is horror comedy? What genre is this?
It's definitely a horror comedy, right? It knows what it's trying to be, and whether it hits all those points all the time, it doesn't. But I appreciate that it understands what it is and goes for it, right?
Yeah.
I kind of like you. Like, I don't quite think this is a true B movie because it's an homage. And it is also, I do think it's a creature feature. It has to be a creature feature. How can a movie called Eight-Legged Freaks not be?
I love it. And you know what I found out? It had a $30 million budget, and they had over 200 effect shots, and they shot over 40 days, which is nothing for a big film. So this movie, for a guy, Ellery Elkayam, who had only done a short called Larger Than Life, I'm sure he got help from Dean Devlin and Roland Emmerich, and it seemed like Dean Devlin, the guy who was responsible for bringing like Universal Soldier, Independence Day, all these movies to the big screen, as far as producing them, he probably guided it. But they made this movie in 40 days with 200 effect shots. That's pretty impressive.
That's very impressive.
Yep.
Yeah.
Were you able to listen to the commentary for this movie or no?
No, I wasn't. I have it on Amazon, so I didn't realize there was a DVD with commentary.
Yeah, they went to Arizona and shot. And also that mall, they filmed in an abandoned mall, which is pretty suiting. And as far as production design goes, there's a mall in the movie that's shutting down, so it's really easy for them to dress. But they built a lot of the other sets in the mall. So all that cave system, that was inside the mall.
That's so smart.
Yeah, right? Isn't it? And
yeah.
So they hated it in there. They said it was just like terrible and damp and like really dusty. But also they brought in Neil LaBute's production designer in this movie. And he's like a stage play guy. You know, he had done some of his movies had been adapted, but smaller movies. And so these guys were forced to do Eight-Legged Freaks, the production design in it. But I think it works. I like the cave bits. And also, since it's such homage to B movies, I guess the production design didn't have to be perfect.
No, and it kind of feels like that. Like, everything feels a little too crisp and clear. Does that make sense? It feels like it's maybe one step above a sci-fi movie or a Lifetime movie. I thought like a movie about Eight-Legged Freaks would be just generally darker in saturation and color.
Yeah. But there's a lot of daytime in it. There's a lot of day chases. There's a lot of, like action filmed during the day, which I kind of like. That is rare. And I think that wide open space of Arizona almost makes it more interesting. I actually love thinking about it right now, right? Evolution, Tremors, Eight-Legged Freaks. I love movies that take place in kind of the desert or wide open spaces. I don't know. Maybe it's just a thing about me, but I love creature features in the desert area.
Yeah, I think that's a good point because you can see them, and it's the school of thought of like if you're going to go big and just show it. I think that works better with creatures. Like it doesn't really work if you have a ghost or a smaller monster like even Freddy or Jason, right? Like those guys are more stalkers and they work better just showing up and doing jump scares. In this movie, I don't think there were any jump scares. Like the horror element of it came from just being overwhelmed. It's like you can't fight, you have to run.
Yeah, I guess there aren't too many jump scares. I mean, there really aren't. It's more, you're right. It's just people being outnumbered. But I like it. Oh, do you want to hear something interesting? You know when the ostriches are being eaten? Do you know how they did? Do you want me to tell you how they did that effect?
I do. Yeah.
So a guy would just tie a rope around an ostrich's neck and pull it down, and then they had an air canister shooting feathers up. And it was perfectly legal. The Humane Society, you have to have people on set making sure no animals were harmed. They were totally fine. So all those ostriches' heads were just pulled down by a rope, and then feathers were shot up by an air canister.
Speaking of Humane Society and ostriches, apparently, this is one of the only movies I know of that has a pet kill count.
Yeah. You know why they killed so many pets?
No, why?
All right, so Independence Day. Hey, you just served that up to me. You just John Stockton and I'm Carl Malone. So what happened was in Independence Day, people were just, you had to show a very expensive scene of the dog surviving. How, a lot of people were annoyed. So Dean Devlin, I guess he told the director, he's like, we're killing pets. So you have the massive karate fight between the cat and the spider, the hi-ya! And their faces that fight, their indentions leave stuff in the drywall, which is a pretty amazing visual. And then you have the dog getting murdered, right? I mean, you're right, pets get wiped out in this movie.
You forgot about the parrot.
Oh, yeah.
And here's my immediate thought on the parrot, and I know this is ridiculous. Like, they trained that parrot to say, I see dead people. Imagine being that parrot's owner, and that parrot says, I see dead people for the rest of its life. And parrots live to be like 80 years old.
Man, between Deep Blue Sea and this, parrot's got a bum rap.
I was a little bit upset they killed the animals. Like, I was like, it's just something you don't see. Like, in horror movies, they'll allude to it. But typically, like, the animal gets away. Like, I know there are famous scenes in which, like, animals are killed. Like, Michael Myers eats a dog at one point.
Yeah, he does.
But, like, in most cases, like, the animal gets away. Like, in Friday the 13th, like, the tiny poodle dog gets away. It seems like one of those lines that we're, like, okay walking up to and not crossing as a society. It's like, don't kill the animals. And that's probably, I'm thinking off the top of my head here, that's probably because people see their animals as, like, their children. It's like killing a child.
I will tell you this. I like the way, that movie, The Shape of Water, that stupid creature eats a cat. And everyone's just like, it's okay. He didn't know better. He knew better. He just had been eating eggs and was starving. So he murdered a cat and they never talked about it ever again. And in this one, though, at least he's crying. Like, he's sitting on the couch drinking. His wife left him because of that. And he's drunk on a couch, bummed out about his cat. So at least there's a mourning period for this cat, unlike Shape of Water.
Yeah. I'm going to do a sidebar here.
Uh-oh.
And you can delete it if you want. But in Shape of Water, Sally Hawkins' plan makes no sense because you don't know if the monster can breathe salt water.
Yeah, you're right. And also,
they just tuck him into the lock. They're like, all right, swim home.
Why did they? So she had to throw him into 100 yards up is the ocean. So why did they have to wait for that area? They're on the water. Why did she have to wait for that area to flood? She could have just driven 100 yards up the road or gone to a beach and let it loose.
No idea. Like, that's like my biggest problem with that movie is, like, their plan makes no sense. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to release this man thing into water that it may or may not survive in because of salinity, and then expect it to swim 12,000 miles home to the middle of the Amazon? Like, you don't know what's going to happen. There could be a shark hanging out in the Pacific. He's gone.
And also, they kill a guard. The scientist kills an innocent MP while they're, he puts that lethal dose into him while they're getting the creature out. So a guy is killed, an innocent is killed, saving this monster.
Yeah.
So it's a life for a life.
Yeah. I mean, it's there. I like that movie, but there's some weird choices.
And then she floods her apartment and does tons of property damage to the theater.
Well, welcome to the Shape of Water podcast.
No, so yeah, we ranted about that during our episode. But no, this movie, I don't know. I guess what I liked about it is also I was a big fan of Dougie Doug. I loved him in Cool Runnings. And then Carrie Wurr, I had never really seen her before. I liked having that fresh face. David Arquette kind of played a different character. I kind of liked the different faces in this movie. I don't know if you felt the same way. Like the deputy Rick Overton, the guy who had the gunk on his head when he wiped his head with the toxic stuff.
Yeah, so I really dug these characters, and I really like David Arquette. I don't think I can understate this enough. I feel like he's a type of person I want to hang out with, and then, like, I kind of see myself in him. Like, he's this weird, goofy dude who likes horror movies and does what he wants to do. Yeah. Like, I was looking at his movies, like, he was in Buffy and Airhead and Scream. He's a huge WCW fan, and he was actually the world champion at one point.
Yep.
Like, he's just a cool dude. Like I was really happy to see him. And then Carrie Wurr, is that how you pronounce her name? I didn't realize this, but she was in Sliders. Do you remember Sliders?
I never watched Sliders.
I love Sliders. It's a totally underrated sci-fi show about parallel worlds. It's like Fringe before Fringe was thought of. Like, it's so cool.
Oh, man. So, and I like that you had the female sheriff who was incredibly capable. She was more capable than any of the dudes in this movie. There's a scene where she's leveling spiders' heads with a shotgun from 30 yards. She blocks the door with a forklift that she has no problem driving. It was refreshing to see this character be. She's a badass, and I also like the scene with Scarlett Johansson. So she's with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend's being the obvious boyfriend. Oh, come on, you get me worked up. She tases him in the balls, and then she's like, I can't believe that my mom was right. I'm so annoyed. It's a very different scene than what you see in most movies. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and she has a good reply. She's like, of course I want to have sex, just not in, the front of a truck in the middle of the desert with your friends riding their bikes around.
Yeah. And then he's like, oh, come on. And then she tases him in the nuts. And then she laughs about it and drives away. It's like a refresh. So I'm not saying it's like a feminist film by any means, but there's just refreshing things in this film that I like.
Yeah. The thing that I thought was I enjoyed a lot was actually the deputy. I feel like he went on a revenge mission after his cat was killed, and he became super competent. Just like, think about all the different spiders he killed and how they showed him always had like a bandolier of shotgun shells, and he has a chainsaw, and he's just murdering, shooting spiders throughout the rest of the film. Hyper competent, but up to that point, they had shown him basically being a goofball.
I love that scene. So basically what happens is some toxic crap gets dumped in a lake, and spiders become super steroided. And Dean Devlin even says there's no science, we just went for it. And these spiders get big, they attack the town. So basically this is a long way of saying that eventually all the characters end up at a Windstream, which is owned by Dougie Doug. He has a radio show, and they actually filmed in the Windstream and destroyed it, and they regretted it because they couldn't move anything and they had no room to shoot. But I love the scene where the deputy has a spider on his roof, and he shoots through the roof of his car and shoots a spider, and then the spider goo falls on his face.
That's the second time goo ends up on him.
Yeah, I love later on when he's in the car and he still has the goo on his face. He's like, why didn't no one say anything?
I missed that part.
Yeah, that's like, he's just like, I have all this crap on me. Why did nobody say anything? And I love that. I kind of love that. But I'm all for revenge cat missions. And he earns it. He wipes them. While people in the mall, during the Dawn of the Dead-esque style raid in the mall from the spiders, all these humans are just dropping, getting murdered by the spiders. And he's kicking, slashing. I love what you said, too. He's hacking them up. There's the one that he saws off all the spiders' legs with the chainsaw. Wait, where did they get the gas for the chainsaw? Did they have, like, the canned gas that's already mixed?
I don't know. It was one of those things where I was like, half of them like ran into a sports goods store and just loaded up with whatever they could find, and then randomly he had a chainsaw.
Yeah, but I mean, I still love it.
Yeah. I stopped and froze the TV to look at all the different stuff they had, and there's two characters in that scene that I lost my mind on. One, there was someone basically dressed up like Jason Voorhees.
Yep.
I was like, yeah, hockey mask and chainsaw. And then there's another guy who has like a baseball hat on and an underwater gun.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I was like, oh, you're dead. Like,
yep.
You're not going to make it out of this.
A single spear he's going to shoot at 300 spiders. And I kind of love that. So I don't know if you remember this, but there's that X-Men The Last Stand. And there's a scene where all these mutants they're like on patrol looking out for other mutants. They know Wolverine is on the loose. And there is a mutant with a baseball bat hunting Wolverine.
Dumb. So dumb.
I was, you know me. I don't really dwell on too many negatives. I think you can get way down on that. But when I saw it, I was like, what? Like, is that all they had for him? A baseball bat? Blew my
Let's
mind.
be honest. That movie had some other problems. So
yeah.
Let that one slide.
Yeah, a few problems, that's for sure. And then also, this director, young director from New Zealand, did a good job. The writers, so I think I figured out how they were able to shoot this so quick. You want to hear my theory about how they were able to shoot it?
I do.
So the writer was Jesse Alexander, a guy who'd worked on like Alias, Heroes, Hannibal, American Gods, TV writer. But the DP was John S. Bartley, who did a ton of X-Files. And so on TV, you got to move really fast. You got to just go. So he also went on to do Bates Motel, Vikings, and iZombie. but I think that Bartley, between Dean Devlin moving it and this Bartley, who was a seasoned television director of photography, I think they were able to move so quick. Because, if you're from television, you just move. So I think that's maybe why they were able to shoot it so quickly. And I don't think there's ever a shot in this movie that you went, wow, that's a great shot. But there's no shots where you said that's a bad shot. Does that make sense?
I do. It's again, it's like a sort of a B movie, right? It's it's going to get done. It does the job. It's serviceable. It's not going to wow you. And the wow factor comes when the unexpected happens. Like again, like cutting off the spider's legs, like that from you is just a giant wow. Or the kicking the spider with the X Games kick, that was a giant wow. But none of those shots look particularly good. It's just what's happening on the screen.
Yeah, and those spiders, those jumping spiders. And so I guess they were all those jumping spiders. Oh, so I got a funny bit for you. In the commentary, they were just saying they're not going to do science. And in the beginning, you have the guy who collects all the spiders from around the world and sells them. But he has a tarantula on his back in the beginning, and then he dies. And David Arquette said to Dean Devlin, our tarantulas, they're not poisonous. And eventually they just decided that he was icky to death.
I thought that. I was watching, I was like, that's a tarantula. Tarantulas don't have poison. Yeah. And then he just fell over. So I'm glad you mentioned that because I was very confused.
It was icky to death. And originally the name of the movie was Iraq Attack. But they decided that it was too similar to Iraq Attack, so they went with Eight-Legged Freaks, which was a improv line by Arquette on set.
I think that's a good decision.
Yeah, I love Eight-Legged Freaks, and I think that they have some good spider bits in here when they're like, man, that's a big ass spider, and then a movie was named Big Ass Spider later, and then also I love when that's a spider, man. And then they laughed about it, and also here's another funny thing. So the studio gave them a note. They're saying that Kerry Werrer was too sexy to be a sheriff, so they had to throw in a really quick line between those two bro actor guys, where, oh man, she must be the sexiest sheriff ever. So they had to throw that in because of the studio. They needed to talk about it because the studio thought she was too sexy to be a sheriff.
And that's definitely a weird scene. That's like feels tacked on too.
Yeah, it was tacked on. That's what I love about it. I think it was probably, they got a note and they're like, oh crap, well now we have to figure this in. And they just had those guys saying that, which I think is pretty great. And also in this movie, the kid Morris, very good child actor, the kid Morris, but he has 3 Morris the Explainer scenes. And Dean Devlin kept making fun of that because the kid just unloads expository dialogue 3 times in this movie. And I kind of love that. But the kids, between Johansson and this kid, they're not defiant. They don't run away. They don't cause more problems like in Jurassic World, where the kids run away like dum-dums, and then the whole movie is weird, and then a nanny gets murdered brutally. These kids in this movie, I have a note in here, they're saying they're smart kids. They're good kids.
One of my favorite scenes in this movie is the spider analysis computer.
Oh, yeah.
It's like so bad. And like I could tell they're just skipping over anything that resembles science. They don't care. Like this kid just has a machine that just tells you what spiders are, even though it's probably running on DOS. Here's what I was thinking during this film. And I'm going to walk you through my thoughts on it. So the spiders get big essentially from the toxic waste.
Yeah.
Why don't people ever get big from the toxic waste? Like why didn't it affect all types of animals? Only the spiders.
Because spiders have a yada 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 chromosome.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
You totally nailed it. But I was thinking that throughout the whole film, and at the end, I was like, why didn't the sludge affect anyone? And then the deputy was like, it's helping my hair grow back. And I was like, all right, thanks, movie, for explaining it.
Yeah, I did love that because I love that scene in the beginning. So this deputy has to get this toxic barrel out of this river. And he gets the barrel out and he has these gloves on and he's not thinking and he just wipes the top of his head with the toxic waste glove on his head. That's a funny bit right there. I kind of love that moment. I don't know. Did you get a crack?
I did, because I felt like they really set him up too. Like, oh, here's this bumbling deputy, and then he becomes the Ash of spiders. Yeah, he's like everything else, but he can kill spiders.
And then the commentary that the scene where so in the mall he's cornered by spiders, and during the commentary he said, "Oh, the spiders are just waiting just long enough for me to do something to get out of the situation," and the rest of them, they're murdering. But also, I know we're jumping around, but whatever. I like those spiders, but there's a scene during the day where they show one of the jumping spiders, and there's all the fur. There's I don't know what is a technical term for the spider, the hair on the spider. I mean, for 2002, for Eight-Legged Freaks, this is, I mean, I know Lord of the Rings was out at the time, but for a B $30 million movie, they did a lot of work on these spiders. And I don't know if you appreciate it. Did you kind of like that look to them?
I did. It honestly does look very good. I was shocked at how good it looked. It looks okay today, right? Like we would expect more. But for the time frame, it looks good. Like if this came out on like a sci-fi movie or something else, like I would be happy with it.
Yeah. Also, I wonder what I really like the explanations of how they couldn't hear anything. So the phone lines got knocked down, and then they're in the middle of nowhere in 2002, so no one had cell phones. They had to go talk on the Windstream to get to get the they get on the radio show to kind of warn people. And at the end, they had to climb up on the tower. I think they did it, and then they got a hold of the cops, and they're like, "There's giant spiders," so then they ignored them. I think it did a good job of keeping them from getting help. If you know what I mean. Like, they at least made a pretty good job of covering their bases as to why there's not more help coming for them.
Yeah, because you're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Basically, there we go.
Yeah. So I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
I think this is gonna be right up your alley. So this is a movie about spiders, and I would say smart spiders. Who would you pick in a fight? A smart shark or a smart spider?
Smart shark. All day.
Really? Why? Why is that?
Because smart sharks are in deep blue sea.
I can't argue with that logic. Perfect.
I mean, all right, so those smart sharks, I guess if we're just comparing powers. Now, which spider are we picking?
I mean, I guess we would pick Consuela. She seems to be the lead shark, and we would pick the lead shark from Deep Blue Sea.
I would say Consuela can literally target her webs to catch her people's hands so then they can't do anything with them. She can, like, really shoot some pretty great webbing from long distance. Strong body, fast, can take falls off cars. Smart sharks can swim probably 45 miles an hour. They can break through metal doors. They know how to destroy cameras. They can swim backwards, and they can formulate plans to make humans flood a facility. If all things were equal and they had this battle, oh, dude, this is tough.
It's very tough. I didn't have an answer. Like I sat with it for like 20 minutes. It's like, I don't know. Like I kind of come down on the side of the spider a little bit, but I think the shark's smarter and could probably easily trick the spider into doing something.
Now, if the smart shark is going at the spider at 45 miles an hour, the spider couldn't start webbing until it was at a certain distance, and by that time, it's probably too late. And they're not Thomas Jane shark riders. So this is one of those this is tough right here. But
it is.
I'm going, because I'm going super shark. They're too fast. They can get out of the way of the webbing quick enough. If they can go 45 miles an hour, they're out of the range quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I think it comes down to them being smarter. I think it's like Batman. Give them prep time, they're going to win.
Yeah, there we go. Because, I mean, they've literally flooded a facility and killed humans. They basically treated humans like cattle to flood a facility so they could get through a fence.
Yeah.
And the only thing that killed those two sharks are, one of the sharks was angry at that mom lady. She's like, the shark went after the scientist saying, "You created us, we hate you." So she let her passion get control of her, one of the Makos. And then the other Makos, I think that might have been a suicide run to make that area blow up. Like, they blew up a big section, which then flooded more areas. So maybe, I don't know. I think
you should let your audience decide. Super smart shark or giant spider?
All right, so I'll put this on the podcast post that I unleash, and then you can vote on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to think about it again. I can't. It's hard for me. And I have one other question that I think is pretty interesting. So when I was watching this movie, I kept thinking about, like, what other bug would I want to fight other than a giant spider? Like, if I had to fight a giant bug, which one do I know I could take out? Like, what would I prefer to fight? I think it would be between a slug or a caterpillar. What about you?
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, a scorpion's insane. An ant, insane. Beetles, no thank you.
Yeah, and nothing flying. If you do anything flying, you're screwing yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it would have to be, but a death by slug sounds terrifying.
Yeah, they would smother you. Do you think there's a giant slug movie? I bet there was a giant slug movie.
Oh,
You just don't know about it.
there's slugs. There's got to be one called Slugs.
Yeah, but you could just like throw salt on them, right? Like shoot them with a shotgun full of salt, and you're like, I got you.
Yeah, dry them up.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe a worm.
A worm would, yeah, I could do. Yeah, the thing with worms, like they can go underground, so that freaks me out a
Oh,
little
they're
bit.
like tremors.
Yeah, yeah.
I would find concrete.
And wait for it after it rains.
Yeah. And then it comes out, and then I just run away and keep it in the hot concrete where it dries out quickly.
Got you in the movie.
Yeah, this is me running from a worm. That's a good question, man.
Yeah, I think for me it's slug. I think I'm not sure about this, but I do think there's types of caterpillars that are poisonous, so it's almost always slug. Like if I had to fight a giant bug, slug.
I mean, I think so too. I would rather get destroyed by a scorpion or a spider than a slug, though, because that smothering death sounds terrifying.
You have death FOMO?
Well, just think of it. It would just lay on you, and then you would just be smothered to death. A scorpion would just cut you in half.
Just clip. Done.
Yep, done. Dunsky. Head's gone. Spider. Oh, dude. What about the scene when they're running into the mall and the spider just goes full boxer on a guy and goes. He punches a guy to death. A spider punches a guy to death in this movie.
Yeah, it's all the spider scenes are fantastic.
How happy were you when a spider punched a guy to death?
I was incredibly happy. So like the first part of the movie, I was like, okay, I'm into this. But as soon as the spider showed up and the action happened, I was like, I am 100% paying attention. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes I'll get like ADD and I'll pull up my phone while movie's on and I have to remind myself not to do that. But as soon as the spider showed up, I did not have to think about it. I was 100% committed. I was leaning forward in my chair, ready for man on spider action.
Love it. Hey, let's take a break. And then when we come back, we'll talk more eight-legged freaks. And slug death. You got me really scared of that now. All right, we'll be right back. Hey, Mark here. Before we get started, I just wanted to do something that I've never done before. I wanted to recommend a book that I absolutely love. It is called Best Movie Year Ever, written by Brian Raftery. It's about the movies of 1999 and how they blew up the big screen. Now, I'm not getting paid for this. This isn't a paid ad. I just wanted to promote it because not only did we use this book to research the movie that we're talking about tonight and other movies that we've used in our podcast, but Brian Raftery in 2017 interviewed me in an article for Wired. He talked to me about my dumb data, and it really helped me as far as a writer with opportunities and kind of confidence. And so now that he's got this book out, I really wanted to promote it. So go out, buy Best Movie Year Ever by Brian Raftery. You won't regret it. I mean, 1999 was a killer year for movies. I'm sure you'll love this book. Thanks. Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks. And you found there is a slug movie. There's a slug horror movie.
There is. There's a slug horror movie that came out in 1987 about giant man-eating slugs essentially wreaking havoc on a town. But I have a movie pitch for you.
Uh-oh, let's hear it.
Okay. I want you to picture this. It's mid-90s, minor league baseball team in Louisville being attacked by a bunch of giant slugs inside their stadium. You know what we would call it?
What?
Louisville Sluggers.
Oh, man. That's a good one.
Yeah, I can't wait to start working on that script.
Oh, dude, so get this. Someone hits one of the slugs with a baseball bat, and the guy goes, my slugging average just went up.
Or you throw salt on him. Don't be salty.
Yeah. Strike one. Wait. Well, I'm having a ball. No, brother.
I mean, this is a good movie. We've made thousands of dollars.
Yeah. Dude, Sci-Fi Channel is paying us really soon. And I'm also I got to know the name of this movie, so I'm looking for this Travolta picture that we were talking about. It's A Love Song for Bobby Long. Is that what that is?
Yeah, I've never heard of that movie.
Yeah, A Love Song for Bobby Long. It's a Travolta picture. And she was also in In Good Company. In Good Company. I like that movie a lot. The one with Topher Grace.
Yeah, I don't remember that one either. He kind of disappeared after Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, but this was Topher Grace is funny in the Ocean's 11 movies. I don't know if you remember him that. Yeah, Love Song for Bobby Long. It's a Travolta picture with her in it. Watch the trailer. It'll blow your mind.
Okay.
But no, so this movie, right? As we're going through, I just thought, I don't know, when do you watch movies like this anymore? You have basically the most accomplished hero is what? Carrie Werr, she's probably, what do you think, 35, 40 years old. Then you have David Arquette. He's not a jerk. He trusts her to help him. Then you have normal kids. You have a deputy who isn't so dumb. There's not many movies like this, right? I know we're treading this, but I think it's fun.
Like, yeah, there's really not, and there's only one villain. Like, even the boyfriend shows up to help at the end.
Yeah, he saves the day, right?
Well, his bike saves the day. You know what? That reminds me. I did have a question for you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't believe I almost forgot this. If that scene was shot today, what type of X game paraphernalia would that kid have? Instead of a bike.
So not a dirt bike?
Not a dirt bike.
Oh, man.
It's not wheelies. Definitely not wheelies.
I mean, dirt bike, maybe? Because that's still big on X Games out there in the desert.
So maybe I'm being too literal. But what I was thinking about it, today kids don't ride dirt bikes. They have those little razors. They have razors.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
Could you imagine that, in the middle of a city, someone on a razor being chased by spiders?
Oh, that needs to happen.
And then doing a spin kick and spinning the razor like a helicopter.
Oh my gosh! Just whap 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 whap.
Yeah, that's the second movie.
Oh man, that would be amazing. I before the electronic ones, when I was in high school, my buddy and I used to ride around on razor scooters till 4 a.m. just causing havoc around our town, climbing up on the library roof. We would go up on there. So I live in Atlanta. There's scooters everywhere, dude. I don't understand those things. I just like walking. I have a Fitbit.
Yeah, they're all over. They're not quite here, but I've been in DC and they are all over the sidewalk and they're basically a hazard. I don't like them. Yeah, people use them all everywhere, but they just throw them wherever they want. I guess the government's gonna subsidize our inability to get parking lots. Yay, Silicon Valley.
So that's what it's doing.
My friend really hates them.
Helmets. I saw helmets on some recently. They're really yeah. But also, hey, a good bit in this movie. I like when he calls fish and game, and they're like, "Well, spiders aren't fish and they're not game, so we can't help you."
That's such a good line. This movie is funnier the more times you watch it, and it's funnier if you understand that it's a B movie and you're paying attention. It's one of these little smart one-liners. You just have to listen. You can't just watch it just for the spiders. You have to pay attention.
Yeah, and also there's that kind of there's a Scarlet so early on they put Scarlet in the towel, so they've been treating her as a sex symbol forever, even when she was 18.
Yeah, I got a little uncomfortable there. Yeah, and I was like, are they really gonna do this? I was
she's a high schooler, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of thought, I was like, wait, why her? So you have Carrie Werr, the sheriff, and then you have Johansson, and you're showing the high school daughter in a towel. That was a weird decision, but I think it gets played out pretty good. The spider comes in the room. And then they both get pinned to the wall. And, you know what I do like? I wrote this in a note. So when she gets smushed to the wall by the spider, Arquette runs in. And I don't know if you caught this, but his reaction to this giant spider seeing it the first time, he freaks out.
Yeah, everyone would freak out. That's a good read.
Yeah, and I like it. I like that he just went, wow! That felt really natural. And then Carrie Werr shoots the thing's head off, and then after he gets covered in spider web, and I like that he said thank you to her. I thought that was a good bit.
Yeah. Also, what I noticed about that scene was all the posters in the background of her room.
Oh, what posters were they?
She had Linkin Park, POD. There's basically all the new metal bands were in the background of the room.
That's a POD.
Yeah.
I Feel So Alive, right? And then Southtown.
I don't remember Southtown.
Yeah, I like Southtown. I don't mind that song.
I was like, this is a very early 2000s movie.
Yeah, some Lincoln. Oh, geez Louise. I had another thing that I want to talk about here. Oh, so what did you think about just the really random kills in this movie? The guy sucks on a hose, and spiders go into his body. What else? And then the dirt biking buddies get wiped out. Did you like? There's a lot of kills in this movie. Did you appreciate all the death?
Some of them. I think the kills for the most part weren't played as real horror. They were played as more adventure. If you listen to the music, you don't get the horror music vibe. It's more this is gonna be funny, and he's gonna do something stupid. And there is a critique of this whole movie that I would strongly say is like the audio doesn't match what's happening. Like I think if they would have really leaned into more of the horror aspect, the atmospheric elements of it, it would have been phenomenal. Right now, it's just good.
Yeah. Yeah, they went everything but horror on this movie, didn't they?
Yeah, they really did. I mean, it is scary watching someone get like attacked by a bug, but it's not atmospheric. Like, it's coming, right? They don't like build up. They don't do the jump scare. You don't do the fake outs. It's just there's a spider. The spider is going to kill you.
Now, I know I'm jumping all over the place like those spiders. I said that again. That's twice I've said it. But what do you think about the line where Gladys, David Arquette's aunt, looks at him, looks at his facial hair, and says that his face looks like a stripper's crotch? That's a visual like they're not telling, they're showing. That's a very I hate saying, like, I'm not familiar with that, but when they make that comment, you're like, huh.
I love the gag of him having a goatee and then shaving it off because he's like I'm now a man of the town. I can't have facial hair.
For a $4 shave too.
Yeah.
I like that barber. The Dean Devlin and the director during the commentary were just like, that guy does not even have to act. He just has a face. It's pretty interesting how they said that. They just kind of said that guy's a perfect face for movies, and he does. It's a very, very good character acting face.
Yeah. I made a list of my least favorite parts, and that's number one: him getting killed.
Oh yeah, when the spider just wipes him out.
Yeah, I appreciate like the spider in the tent and all that's fantastic, but I was like, I'm rooting for this one guy. I was like, you got to get out. Use that pitchfork and save yourself. And he doesn't make it.
In the commentary, they said, we wish we hadn't killed him.
They should have.
That's funny that you say that, and then they said it. I dig that. So, this movie made $17 million domestic. That seems about right for this movie, right?
17 million off of 30 million?
Yeah, and then it made 28, so it made overall like 45 million worldwide.
Yeah, that seems about right. I'm surprised it didn't make a little bit more because it feels like a perfect like if you could lean into this and get people to go to it. But I'm also thinking of Snakes on a Plane. So like this could be like way before Snakes on a Plane. Yeah. So like we weren't leaning into the irony of movies yet.
This movie, though, is twice the movie that Snakes on a Plane is, I would say.
Yeah, and I dig Snakes on a Plane, but it's not this.
All right. I'm going way to the end here, but I love the scene with the perfume and the giant spider.
Oh, it's amazing. And I sent you the stills of it, right?
Yeah.
The look on their faces when they're spraying it, like they're like leaning back from the spray, and it's so funny. The gag is so great. And they built it up beforehand when the kid's like, yeah, we can disrupt their olfactory system.
And then they actually listen to the kid. And then I love they banaka I know it's not banaka, but they basically banaka the little guy. And then there's another scene that you had talked about it earlier. Also, I like when Carrie Werner, a guy just throws her a crossbow, and then she just wipes out a spider right in the head. No one just goes, I should do it. It's refreshing, right? I know I keep talking about this in movies, but this doesn't happen much in movies.
No, she's a total badass. Like throughout the whole movie, she's just killing everything. Yep. And it's funny because it's like set up to be like David Arquette's movie, and he really like his skill is he understands the mind and he can get everyone out. That's his skill. Like he really doesn't have anything else.
And you're right, and he tells everyone where to go.
Yeah, but he can't really fight can't fight the spiders. Like that's the two deputies, and it's nice to see them be able to do that, and it like makes logical sense that he is somewhat not great at it and they are good at it.
And also when he has to go climb the tower to make the cell phone call, she's like, I'll do it. But he's like, no, they need you. You need to be here. He didn't say you need to be here. But he said, I'll do it. It's just climbing up a thing and making a call. She's the leader. So she's there. So I know we're like complimenting this, but it's like, so you think about Lake Placid, like Bridget Fonda has no role, or like Deep Blue Sea, Saffron Burrows. I mean, she kills a thing, but she's very like that scene. She strips down to like her underwear and then shocks a shark. A lot of these movies at the time, you don't have that. So I don't know, man. I'm a broken record here, but it's just refreshing to see that. I wrote some. I just the only reason I'm saying this because in my notes I have that written a lot.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. It's one of the first things I thought of throughout it. I was like, this feels ahead of its time in a lot of ways. Like it feels I'm going to use the word subversive. I don't think that's quite the right word. But it's unique for the time period, especially the new metal time period, and like everything was really about like angry white men.
Yep. So yeah, this movie's almost too nice, so it doesn't back up the horror. So I guess it really hasn't built up a solid cult audience either, because it's not bloody enough, it's not sexy enough, it's not scary enough, it's not bad enough, it's not cheeky enough. It's just a good movie. But then that doesn't mean it gets a long life on cable.
Yeah. So the place that keeps showing up is like I search for a lot of monster movies, and this was always in the top like 25.
Oh, really? Was it?
Yeah, it's always in there, but it's never near the top. It's like a mid-tier. Like there's a lot of other monster movies that are better than this.
Oh, well, Bloody Disgusting just wrote a good article about it that got a lot of love. And but around this time though, so I mean, I guess this was a really good time for monster movies, at least for me. So from 99, you had Placid, Deep Blue Sea, The Mummy came out in 99, then you had Dog Soldiers around that time, like 2000, 2001, 2002, you had Pitch Black, Eight-Legged Freaks. They were churning out some fun monster movies during this 3-4 year period. I really dug this moment.
Yeah, I know that I'm going on choir here, but Pitch Black is a phenomenal film, period. Yeah. Like I love it, and I know it doesn't get enough love. Like I know people like it, but like it's regulated to this weird cult film. Like, no, it's just a really good film, period.
I talk about Pitch Black. I like... Keith David gets a bum rap in it, though, because Keith David's amazing. I kind of didn't like his treatment in that, but I thought Cole Hauser was cool. I thought the actress was really good. Like that, this was Vin Diesel at his best before he became Vin Diesel, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't this his breakout role?
Yeah, I mean, so I think it was before Fast and the Furious, correct? Because Pitch Black was 2000, and then Fast and the Furious was what, 2001?
Yeah, so they're right around each other. I mean, Pitch Black might have been 99, honestly.
But I do not like that second Pitch Black, or the third one.
I do, but I appreciate B movies.
But is the second one a B movie? Do I need to watch it again?
It's laughably bad.
Okay.
Like he's like has world building syndrome. He's like, I'm going to put all this stuff into it, and there's elementals, and like Glenn Close is in it. But it's so much that it's funny. Like so much stuff happens that you're like, this makes no sense.
And then, so also in this movie, what did you think about? Oh, also I forgot to say, Evolution was around this time. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So did you like seeing Dougie Doug in this movie? Are you a fan of Cool Runnings? So when you see this, where you're like Dougie Doug, or where you're like, oh, who's that?
I'm really happy you said that, because I was like, I don't know who Dougie Doug is. It's like you said Cool Runnings, like got it. But yeah, he was pretty good, and I think talking about conspiracy theories was kind of funny, especially given our current state of the media, where like there was a lot of conspiracy theorists, and it was a little bit refreshing to think about how we've been dealing with this for ever.
yeah, and he's a wealthy conspiracy theorist, because that Airstream is not cheap.
They aren't. They're always built up to be like cheap, but I guess they're not.
I mean, like aren't they just like the creme de la creme of units that you can live in?
It might be, but at that point it could have been 30 years old.
Yeah, it's true. So when I live up in, so my in-laws live up in the mountains, and sometimes when we go out to dinner, you have to do some decent driving. And when we go one way, there's an Airstream exclusive camping ground.
Oh my God.
You can only have an Airstream to be in there. And you drive along, and there's 30, 40 Airstreams at almost all the time.
That would creep me out. That's the beginning of Stepford Wives.
That's a cult right there?
Yeah, that's a cult. That would freak me out.
But anything else you want to cover in this movie, or do you want to get to our Monster Squad?
Let's get to our Monster Squad.
All right, let's do it. So basically what we did, Creature Feature Crew. What do you think, Monster Squad or Creature Feature Crew?
I like Creature Feature Crew because Monster Squad's a movie.
All right, let's do that. So we're going to put together a Creature Feature Crew. And so you and I each picked, how many did you get, 5 or 6?
So I had a really hard time doing this. I have 9, but I will pick the top 6 out of that.
Okay, I have 9 I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 as well. But I want to talk, you and I both picked 9. That's amazing. I do want to say, I won't include this, but I just watched a trailer. I think you shared it with me, called Tammy and the T-Rex.
Yes.
About Denise Richards being with Paul Walker. Paul Walker gets killed. She takes his brain, puts it in animatronic T-Rex, and then people get murdered, and at the end he gets put into a computer where she does a striptease for him. And then the computer starts to overheat.
Yeah, I love B movies.
But that's a creature, right? So
yeah,
that
counts. That would totally count. Yeah.
Okay. So that'll be our first. It's the T-Rex from Tammy and the T-Rex with Paul Walker's brain in it.
Okay. So the one I'm gonna go with. I guess we'll go back and forth maybe. And this is insane. And it's borderline. So you can shoot me down on this. The squid from Goonies.
Yes.
Extended.
Oh man. So we had a podcast. I don't know if you remember this. I don't know if you've listened to this one, but for a while I thought that squid was like a fever dream. Like I didn't know if I saw it, but I caught it on a Disney Channel screening at a friend's house, and I saw that scene. And then I didn't have Disney at my house, but I had the VHS. So I never watched it again on Disney. So I saw that squid scene once. Is that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I had the same thing. I remember telling someone about it, and they're like, no, that never happened. And I was like,
Yes.
what? It did happen. And like, I'm not crazy. But then like, I watched the DVD, and it didn't have the extended cut on it. And I was like, I'm crazy. It really didn't happen. It was years later before I found out that there was an extended version.
Okay, so you and I we have the same story then.
Yeah, even now, I understand why they cut it, but it's so funny.
Did Data punch the squid in the face?
He shoves his headphones into the squid's mouth, and it's playing Michael Jackson, and the squid moonwalks across the water.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
So in my head, because I realized that it happened again, and I didn't want to watch it because I didn't want to wreck the viewing that I had. I thought Data shot his boxing glove into the squid, and then the squid swam away.
He moonwalks away.
Jeez Louise.
You just watch that clip. Just you
Okay,
gotta do it.
I'll do
it's
it.
so ridiculous.
I mean, I didn't want to, but I love the mystery behind that because it felt like I knew that it happened, but I didn't know if it happened, if that makes sense.
Could you imagine that happening today? Like he did release Clue today, and it was different in half the country.
Oh man.
Like they did when it first came out. That would have been amazing because you like talk to your friends like, what? It's a different movie. Like you just completely saw a different movie.
Oh man, I would love that.
Yeah, and just for so everyone understands, when Clue came out, there was like 4 endings, and depending on what theater you were at, you would get one of the 4 endings.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I just learned something today.
Boom. Just asked you.
I love it. All right, so I'm gonna drop one here. This one's really scary, but it's the screaming bear from Annihilation.
Oh God.
Because
that's really scary.
That was one of my favorite movies of last year. I think Alex Garland is amazing. And that bear really, I don't get messed up by things often, but that bear is a scary little thing. Big thing. Horrifying little thing. Without hyperbole. It's scary.
Yeah, that's the scariest part of the film for me. Yeah, that's really, really a good pick.
Yeah, I did some deep diving on this. Because I was coming up with easy ones. I'm like, I'm gonna pull all my power to figure out some good ones here. But yeah, so the screaming bear that screams, it's amazing. All right, who's your second pick?
One of the worms from Dune.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we could get away from them because we can walk without rhythm.
Those things were huge though.
Yeah, I mean, I think they would get us, but I was either between that or the graboids, and I was like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going big. Get the worm from Dune.
Imagine if a graboid rode the worm from Dune. All right, so I'm going to go with... This is easy. This is like an easier pick, but this is my favorite monster of all time, my favorite creature, so I had to include it. It's the Rancor from Return of the Jedi. And I just watched a documentary from Vice about the guy who performed as Rancor and how they did the effect of the Gamorrean Guard being eaten. I love the Rancor. I think it's one of the best looking creatures ever on screen. Ever. I can't think of one that's better.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
And then the Rancor Keeper cries. The Rancor Keeper is crying when the Rancor dies.
Yeah, the Rancor is it doesn't know what it's doing. It's like eating dinner. It's like feeding a turtle a baby crab.
Yeah, and then it just gets murdered. And when it gets murdered, the snot flies out of its mouth and nose.
Oh, yeah, that's a good scene. That's like what makes those movies really good. The close attention to detail like that.
R.I.P. Rancor. All right, who's your third pick?
Okay, this is a little weird, but the Kraken from the Clash of Titans.
Oh yeah.
I love that claymation, and I thought that was a good pick.
So you're not doing the original, other than the remake?
No, I'm not. I don't think I've seen the remake, but I want stop motion Kraken.
Oh, I love that stop motion Kraken. I showed that. I know I keep talking about this, but I showed it to my students in my production design just to kind of talk about all this stuff. And I showed them behind the scenes documentaries, and I blew their mind. It made me really happy. That Kraken's a boss.
I used to watch a lot of those movies. They were on like TNT growing up.
Can Liam Neeson at least call him?
Can Liam Neeson call him?
Can he summon him? Because wait, who says release the Kraken? Oh yeah, release the Kraken. I think Liam Neeson says it in Clash of the Titans.
Yeah, I maybe it's been a while. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Or was that Pirates, where it's Jeffrey Rush, or or Stellan Skarsgård? No, it's not. It's Bill Nighy. Can Bill Nighy?
They might say it in both of them.
Yeah. All right, my third, and this is easy, but I'm picking Godzilla from the 2014 Godzilla movie. And what I love about the latest incarnation of Godzilla is that it's a very old monster who just wakes up to go fight these two giant mutos, could care less about humans, walks through bridges, and just scraps with these two monsters, right? It defeats the monsters, and then Godzilla takes a nap. Right? Just naps, and everyone's like, is it dead? What should we do? And then Godzilla wakes up, swims away, and goes back to his tunnel.
What I love about the new the new Godzilla, is that he's a chonk.
Yeah, he is. He's a thick little guy.
Yeah, someone told me they're like Godzilla has big chonk energy, and I was like, that is perfect. He does have big chonk energy.
He's an old grumpy guy who needs naps.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I think it's perfect, and I love his face. They included like eagles and cats, and it's he has a personality, and I love that he takes a nap. He's a little hefty, and he blows blue smoke down or atomic breath into other monsters' mouths to murder them. Oh, dude, I love I don't like the human characters, but I love me some 2014 Godzilla.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to piggyback off that. And while I love Godzilla, my favorite kaiju is Mothra.
Oh, yeah, Mothra.
So let's throw Mothra in there because you can't have Godzilla without Mothra.
You can't have one without the other?
No, it's like peanut butter and jelly.
That's right. It's like, Ted Bundy and... Wait, is it Ted Bundy? Al Bundy and Peggy?
Al Bundy and Peggy.
Yeah, you don't want Ted Bundy in there.
No, you don't want Ted Bundy.
No. Dude, I love Mothra. I love the backstory of Mothra. I love that Mothra has had so many incarnation. Jeez Louise. Mothra's had many different forms.
And she's always a hero. Like when Godzilla showed up in the first couple movies, like he was a bad guy, but Mothra's always a good guy. It's like showing up and saying, I'm going to protect the human race against Godzilla.
Yep, I love it. I love me some Mothra. That's perfect. For my fourth, I'm going to say the zombie sharks from Pirates of the Caribbean 5.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
It's all right. So it's 170 billion times better than the fourth one. No hyperbole. But in that movie, there's zombie sharks. So they're summoned and they attack Johnny Depp, and they're zombies and they're sharks. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's my favorite scene of the movie. All right, who's your fifth?
This is a wild card, and I fully recognize this. I'm going to pick the giant rabbits from Night of the Lupus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's such a B movie, and we're doing a B movie, so I wanted something ridiculous in there.
I think you just... I'm definitely going with that one.
You should watch the YouTube clips. Like, it's so bad good.
Oh, I love that movie. I remember I watched it as a kid. Dude, it's so good. All right, and then, so my next one are the aliens who hate alcohol and Grabbers.
Oh, that's a good one.
Have you seen Grabbers?
I have, yeah.
I adore that movie. It's just fun, and I love that the Grabber flicks a guy like probably 400 yards, and I just love that booze can kill them, and they roll and they're dangerous. I just love these Grabbers. I love that movie Grabbers. I think it's a really fun creature feature, almost in the vein of Eight-Legged Freaks to an extent. Just fun and earnest, but I love them, so I had to include the Grabbers from Grabbers.
All right, so that's our top 5 each.
Yeah, but did you want to throw in some more?
I can throw the rest of them I have in there.
Yeah. Lightning round, throw them in real quick.
Yeah, and I think these are these are the more typical ones. Yeah. So I'm gonna just run the lightning round these. The crocodile from Lake Placid.
Oh yeah.
The graboids. Anaconda and King Kong.
I almost included John Voight from Anaconda.
Just him. He's a giant thing.
Yeah. They don't. All right, so then I have two. I just want to read to you real quick. The Guomo or the water creature from The Host, which I love, and I think I've said this on the pod a lot. But when I lived in Korea, whenever I was taking a train or a bus over the river, I would always look. So I was always hoping that a monster would come out of the water of Seoul and just attack people whenever I was there. So I love that creature. I love what Weta did, the daytime horror of it all. And then my last one are the crawlers from The Descent, because The Descent is my favorite horror film. And I just think the creatures in the crawlers and The Descent are just nightmare creatures who just, Neil Marshall told them during the fight scenes, go for the women's eyes and the throat. And then he told the actresses, don't let them get your eyes or throat. They just wanted to kill. There was nothing, you know what I mean? I just love the urgency of these creatures. So I had to include them.
Yeah, that's a very, very scary movie.
All right, so I have a buddy named Zach. He's been on the podcast a couple times. I'm just gonna tell a story. Who cares? He actually directed a really good movie called Interior. It's on Amazon Prime. Won a bunch of awards. But he was like, Mark, we gotta watch this movie, and I had never heard of it. So we watched it at his house first, and then we went and saw it in the theater when it came out because it was released before it came to the States. He's like, I watched this movie. And he's like, and it made me pee a little. And I was like, what? This is a guy who watched every horror film, and then we watched it, and he kind of wrecked it. Because in the corner of my eye, before that creature came out, I could see him looking at me. I'm like, oh, great, something's about to happen. But when that creature first, you see it on the grainy footage, oh my gosh, that scared the crap out of me. I love that movie. All right, so let's go with rabbits from Night of the Lupus, right? Can we pick them?
Yeah. So let's pick them because it's so ridiculous. This is just like our favorite monsters list.
Yeah, let's do 6.
Okay. Yeah, so I think the inclusion of the bear from Annihilation is phenomenal. It's so scary.
Yeah, and so we need to have like the cheeky scary, right? But then we need to have the scary.
Yeah, and for me, the bear is scary along with the grabber. So the grabbers and the bear are the two scariest things on this list for me.
I don't know if you're down with this, but I want to have some stop motion creatures to kind of fill out our list.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, so Kraken from Clash of the Titans. So right now we have the Kraken, then we have a stop motion, we have actual bunnies, and then we have a screaming bear.
That's a crazy list.
Yeah.
I think the Rancor should go on there just because of pop culture knowledge. Like everyone knows who that is.
And people would want to see more of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like just so I have. Man, I should never say this because I have an amazing idea in my head. Should I just say it? And if anyone uses it, it's been on this podcast. But I have this visual of this massive battle taking place in like a forest that's been ripped apart, and these Jedis are battling. Then these things barrel through the trees and they turn around and it's just a Rancor running at them.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
Yeah. Disney, you can use it because I've said it on the pod, and I can be like, yeah, you guys stole it from me. But I just want more Rancor. I love the Rancor. All right, so we need to pick 2 more, right?
Yeah, 2 more.
All right, so I think more people need to watch this movie, so I want to include the Grabbers from Grabbers, just simply because it needs more of an audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Plus, if you and I are running away from it, we could drink on the job.
Why are you drunk? I got an alien chasing me.
Yeah. So that leads us a really interesting choice here.
And you can have it. It's all you.
Well, all right. So I'm gonna X one. I'm gonna get rid of the squid. I think the squid's funny. I included that for the laugh, but I don't think we need the squid.
Okay. So
that leaves the worm from Doom, Mothra, or Godzilla. I feel like we can't do a monster movie without a kaiju. Yeah. A monster without a kaiju. So it comes down to Godzilla or Mothra. And while I love Mothra, I think Godzilla is the clear choice.
Ooh. I think if this was, I would have picked Mothra had they not introduced a napping Godzilla.
That's true.
Because he takes a nap.
Leave me alone, guys. I just saved the world.
Yeah, and he naps. A Godzilla naps. It makes me so happy. So I think we got a good team here, man. Do you want me to read them to you?
Yeah.
All right, so we got the rabbits from Night of Lupus?
Lepus.
Yeah. Lepus? Yeah, Lepus. Levis, not Lupus. Jeez Louise. The Kraken from Clash of the Titans, the stop motion one. And then we have the Screaming Bear from Annihilation. We have the Rancor, Sleeping Godzilla, and Grabbers.
Yeah, that's a good list.
Now, I haven't seen the latest Godzilla, but I know that Mothra is in it from what I hear. So let's just throw Mothra in.
Yeah, I've seen the latest one. Mothra is definitely in it. It has some awesome scenes.
Okay, so we need Mothra.
Okay. All right, so we need a flyer.
Oh, yeah, we don't. Yeah, there it is. So now we have Grabbers who can roll a lot. We have Godzilla who naps. We have Rancor who people want more of. We have an actually terrifying monster. We have a hero monster. We have a stop motion monster. And then we just have a very cheesy, classic, actual rabbit monster.
I'm just laughing at that movie. It's just rabbits jumping towards the screen. It's so good.
This is a perfect. I love this team. This might be one of my favorite teams I've ever put together.
We've put some good ones too. This is a very good one.
I would take this to like a science fair. I don't know why. I would if someone said I don't like this list, they're lying.
Well, they will. It's the internet, man.
Oh yeah, you're right. Everyone's gonna hate it. You know, even if they're like, I like all of them except for one. Well, that's really impressive.
So I think we should say something about the shark from Deep Blue Sea. And the reason that I didn't put him or her on this list is because I felt like that shark was a pro and everyone else was like sort of amateurs. So it's like a difference between being the Olympics and then being professional.
No, you're right. That's a great point too. The shark, it's just, and also what is the shark's? The shark is more just escaping. I don't know, right? It's just a super smart. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of crazy we didn't include him though, isn't it?
Oh, it's a little bit crazy, but you know, it could be like the person they call when they get in trouble.
Yeah,
we need the brains of this operation, and that where the brains is the sharks.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't want to be too repetitive. I think we did a good job leaving him out. What do you think?
I think we did good.
Man, I like this list. I like this list so much I didn't even think about my favorite monster of all time. You know what shark I do love is the shark from The Shallows.
I haven't seen it, unfortunately.
Oh, dude, that's a fun B movie. It's just a good, well-made movie with a very mean shark. A shark that just means business, and it's mean.
It's on my list of things to watch, right behind Game Night and Overlord.
Oh, Game Night's fun.
Yeah, I have them. I have them all. I just haven't, made it to there. There's only so many hours of the day that I can dedicate to movies.
I would put Shallows and Game Night above Overlord.
Really?
That's controversial.
I was really excited about Overlord.
I don't know. It didn't really. It's just so there's no character. Like it's just no. I don't know.
It's a zombie Nazi movie.
Yeah, but there's like the characters are just so two-dimensional. All of them. Like they're all just stock characters. And you don't really care for any of them, but there's cool creature effects, and they did it for the cheap. So I mean, it's still fun, but I guess I was just hoping for because the reviews were so good, and people I really trust were telling me how great it is, and then I watched it. Maybe I don't think hype got to me. I went in with expectations. My expectations are fluid anyway, but I don't know. I would do what you want. Actually, like watch Night in Olympus.
You're gonna have a lot of fun if you do that.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
Hey, well, this is fun, and we're doing Ravenous, correct, right?
We are. I ordered it. It's coming in the mail, and for anyone who wants to, follow along, 4 commentaries on that Blu-ray?
Three commentaries.
Oh man, a lot of listening.
Yeah, a lot of background listening while we're researching things, probably, right?
Yeah, definitely. I'll put it on while I'm at work.
Hey, well, this was really fun, man. Thanks for joining me.
That was great. Thank you.
Cool. So for Mark Hoffmeyer and David Cross, this is Movies on the Flicks. We'll see you next week.